Hey everybody, this is Matt Mayoko at NBC Sports Bay Area checking in with a preview of today's 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks from Levi's Stadium. And this video is brought to you by Canyon Club Brewery, located in Moraga, California. It's a restaurant, a beer garden. It's a great family-friendly atmosphere out there in Moraga. In fact, I was just out there Friday. It's right down the street from where I live, and so it's a cool spot for me to hang out. Also, it's coming soon to the Livery in Danville, so be sure to check that out. You know, I certainly will. Okay, so as the 49ers start filtering into Levi Stadium, one of the first people here, George Kittle. So Kittle will not be playing in this game due to the hamstring injury. I thought earlier in the week when he was out there at practice on Thursday and again on Friday that things appeared to be trending in a positive direction, but he was here very early, like an hour and a half or 2 hours before he normally shows up to get physical therapy on that hamstring. And of course, the hope is that he'll be able to play next week against the Green Bay Packers and then the following week against the Buffalo Bills. But without George Kittle, and he wasn't available for that week 3 game against the LA Rams. And Eric Saubert started that game, and he played 61 of the 71 snaps for the 49ers in that game. He was targeted twice, caught both of those passes for 41 yards. So without Kittle, it's going to be the combination at tight end of Eric Saubert, Jake Tongas, and Braden Willis. Also, probably look for more 3 wide receiver sets from the 49ers, maybe more, 2 back sets with Kyle Juszczyk as well. So the 49ers, that's the only player right now. Inactives don't have to be announced until 90 minutes before kickoff, but Kittle's the only one that right now that I know of who won't be playing. As far as Trent Williams and Nick Bosa, I think those guys are looking good, but of course we'll know 90 minutes before kickoff when the inactives have to be announced. Kevin Givens will not play in this game. Charvarius Ward will not play in this game. The 49ers are getting back Yetur Gross-Matos. And then they elevated from the practice squad Nick McLeod. McLeod was somebody that was released by the New York Giants. McLeod is a special teams player, so he's going to play a lot of special teams in this game. The roster transactions the 49ers made on Saturday, they moved the punter, Pat O'Donnell, from the 53-man, or I'm sorry, from the practice squad to the 53-man. So he's going to be there a while because Mitch Wishnowsky goes on injured reserve. They won't have him for at least 4 games. Also, Darrell Luter goes on injured reserve, thus Nick McLeod being bumped up from the practice squad to be available for this game. 49ers also elevated to Sean Gibson, the veteran safety. Second game in a row that they've bumped him up from the practice squad for the game. They can do it one more time before they have to make that move permanent and put him on the 53-man. And then John Feliciano, the offensive lineman, remains on injured reserve for now. They have until November 25th in order to make a move with him, whether that's moving him to the 53-man, keeping him on IR for the rest of the season, or releasing him. If they do release him, they could bring him back to the practice squad and have him available. But, of course, they'd be exposing him so that any team could pick him up at this point. 49ers, this is a must-win game for them. Must-win relative. They're 5-4 right now. If they go to 6-4, they'll be right there, top the NFC West with the Arizona Cardinals, who have the bye week. Obviously, 5-5 doesn't eliminate them from contention. I figure 10 wins probably gets them in. 10 or 11 wins gets them in. So, they still have a little bit of wiggle room, but this is a game they need because they have to start taking care of business in the NFC West to line themselves up for potential tiebreakers in case they tie with the Arizona Cardinals or any other team in the NFC West. So, that's kind of the story from here. As far as the Seattle Seahawks, they're going to be trying to throw the ball around the field. And without Charvarius Ward, a lot is going to be on the plate of Renardo Green and the new contract guy, the guy who signs the big money deal, Diamador Lenore. Check out 49ers pregame live on NBC Sports Bay Area. I have a sit down with Diamador Lenore and also air that interview in the 49ers Talk podcast after the game. So the Seahawks are going through their own issues. Their passing game is very explosive, very prolific with Geno Smith. He's throwing the ball around. They're not getting a whole lot out of their running game with Kenneth Walker III, but that's an area where I know the 49ers have a lot of respect for Seattle's ability to run the ball. They just haven't run the ball much at all. But with the three-headed monster wide receiver with Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf coming back from injury, that's how Seattle wants to win this game, through the air. Now, they're going through some stuff offensively as well, as Connor Williams, the veteran center for them, retired unexpectedly this week. So hope all is well with him. But coming off the bye week, he decided that football just wasn't in the cards for him any longer. He's a veteran guy who's played a lot of football in his career. So the Seattle Seahawks are going through some issues there as far as trying to patch together their offensive line with an inexperienced center moving into the lineup. So that's a story from here. 49ers won't be at full strength because of George Kittle's absence, but this is a game they definitely should win, and they pretty much have to win to keep pace in the NFC West. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment and a like.